In Keys to Financial Success, we seek to equip students with the toolbox for them to make decisions going forward in life. So we include things like the PACE decision-making process as a way for students to think about how they form a decision, how they think about alternatives, and how they think about the costs and benefits associated with each of those alternatives.
Keys to Financial Success really gets the students to start to think critically. There's not always an A or B answer when it comes to personal finance. A lot of it depends on personal situations. I mean, they call it personal finance, and when we look at different students, there's not always one answer for one student might not be the same answer for another student. And so what it does is it has them look at, weigh the benefits and costs of each decision, critically start to look at what's the information that I need to make a sound decision.
Will they always make the right decision? No, none of us do. But they can go back and reflect on that decision. They're not going to be perfect financial planners when they leave high school, but my hope is that they will at least have the tools and the knowledge to begin that process and know if they make a mistake where to go to get help.
In the budgeting section, students are making decisions about how they're going to spend their income. We want them to consider, before they spend, what it is that they need to spend on, and make sure that they're including in that budget not only spending, but also saving.
It's a life skill, and it's not very exciting to teach, but it's an aha moment for them when they start looking at what income they have.
One of the things that we know from research is that people are better able to think about personal financial education when there's some immediacy to it. So in the case of a junior or senior in high school, what's more immediate than thinking about going to the prom and other things that they're going to spend money on in their senior year? So what we do in Keys to Financial Success is we get them to think about a budget for their senior year. This is a great way to engage students right away in things that are already on their minds and make financial decisions or set up a budget for those financial decisions they're going to make in their senior year.
We just actually had a student this year that made a decision on what college to go to based on information that we did in DecisionMaking Grid, where he selected his potential choices, listed the reasons that they were important. So he listed his criteria, listed his alternatives, and he came up with a choice of what school to go to. His parents came in and said, "Thank you so much," because it helped. That's something they couldn't do. They couldn't make that choice. We've had people come back with jobs, people come back from some of their schooling and gotten housing, bought on credit and understood what credit was, understood what APR was. So it's over and over and over again. It's not that there's one story. There's story after story after story, and the kids are just a tremendous, tremendous representation of what this KEYS program does.